Hello viewers, DJ Goodman here. Today I want to show you the relationship between how developing your mind can boost your productivity. One thing is this: what your mind does not embrace, your body can never embrace. And until your body embraces something, your body cannot cooperate with you to go out to achieve it. So first of all, you have to train your mind so that your mind can train your body, and your body in turn will go out to achieve whatever you have in mind. Now think about it this way: one of the greatest gifts is your mind. And when we talk about mindset is something that has to do with your mind. If your mind is not properly trained, you will never be productive. And if you are not productive, you won't be useful to yourself and you won't be useful to anybody. That's why in organizations, they first of all want to take people through training to identify if those people can work for them or not. So how do you train your mind so that your mind can embrace whatever you want to achieve? Just like I treated the power of repetition in one of my previous videos. If you want to watch the video, please check somewhere above my head for the thread, or check the description of this video. I'll put links to other videos on this channel so that you can watch them. Now, when I was treating the power of repetition, I said every child is born with a growth mentality. From the babyhood stage till the child gets to the stage of accountability, he has the growth mentality. That's why a baby keeps sucking on the mother's breast repeatedly without asking for any alternative. That's why when it comes to time for the child to walk, the child keeps falling and rising. The child doesn't have any mentality of failure. It doesn't see falling and rising up as failure. It sees it as part of growth. In fact, a child doesn't understand anything called failure until it gets to a point when external influences begin to teach him that certain actions are failures. So the child begins to learn from external influences that when you attempt something more than once, it's failure. The child didn't know that attempting something several times before you get it was failure. When that child was trying to walk, he was rising and falling, and he didn't see it as failure. When he was learning to speak, he didn't see mumbling up words as failure. When he was trying to call daddy and he was saying dad, and he did that several times, he didn't see it as failure. How come it got to a point in the child's life, he begins to see attempting something several times as failure? That's what we call the fixed mindset. So the child now begins to dread attempting anything, and that's what happens to us till today. If you're a teenager or you've reached the age of 20 and above and you are not productive, this is the reason why you're not productive. External influences have taught you that if you attempt something more than once, you're a failure. That's a lie. You have to embrace the power of repetition. I want to put it to you today that one way to train your mind to accept something is through the power of repetition. Do you know that if you want to be physically fit and you go to enroll in a gym instructors know about the power of repetition. That's why when they give you a program, they ask you to repeat it. As a matter of fact, no gym instructor will give you a program and not tell you the number of reps. Even we are brought up to ask the gym instructor, how many times should I do it? And he will tell you 10 reps, 5 reps, 20 reps. Reps mean repetition. You have to repeat it several times because your mind does not embrace anything until it is repeated. I want to repeat that. Your mind never embraces anything until it's repeated. I said it in one of my previous videos that before you employ the power of repetition, because it works like Wi-Fi, you must first of all establish that what you want to employ it for is worthwhile. You must know that that goal that you want to achieve is worthwhile. It's noble. Then you employ the power of repetition. The mind does not embrace anything because you did it once. That's why when you're at the gym, if you want to lift a weight that you've never lifted before, something rebels within you. That's your mind. In fact, I've used some graphic illustrations to explain how the mind behaves when we are trying something new, how the mind reacts when we want to change from the fixed mindset to the growth mindset. Let me use the analogy of physical training. If you get to the gym and they ask you to do something, maybe lift a 10 kg weight, the moment you try to do it, something tells you can't. Drop it, you can't. What is speaking within you is your mind. Your mind talks to you. So something within you tells you you can't. What tells you you can't is your mindset. The mindset that has been fixed because you've never attempted it before. Then that mindset keeps telling you you can't because you attempted it once and it didn't work. That's how it happens to all of us. When you attempt something you've never done before, something within you speaks up. You can't. If you do it the second time, it tells you you can't. Let me tell you how you can break the power of can't in your life. You see, the power of cannot resides with the fixed mindset. And you can break the power of can't by repeating the same task. Do it the second time, the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time, ignoring you cannot do it. If you ignore you can't do it and you keep doing it, then it gets to a point, something begins to tell you, well, I think I'm recognizing this. If your mind doesn't recognize something, it will tell you right away now, no, this doesn't belong to us. We can't do this. The same thing applies to if you want to start creating content on YouTube for the first time. You stay in front of the camera and you are speaking. Something tells you you're not cut out for this. People that do it have different talents. You cannot do it. Do it the second time, third third time, fourth time, fifth time, then your mind begins to agree with it. After some time, your mind says, yes, we can. Now, listen to how the mind works. What you couldn't do before, that you achieved through the power of repetition, that your mind is now embracing. Try to raise the bar. If you raise the bar a bit, your mind begins to revolt against it again, that you cannot do it. You cannot do it. Go and ask people that are heavyweight boxers or heavyweight wrestlers, or people that even carry big weights at the gym. Ask them how they started. When they started, something tells them you cannot. The mind will not embrace it. But when the person is determined, because determination is another capacity you build under the growth mindset. If you want to learn about the power of determination, please check the thread above my head for the video where I treated the power of determination as part of the capacity you've built under the growth mindset. Now let me continue. When you keep repeating something, your mind embraces it after some time. But when you raise the bar, your mind says, no, you can't do it. That's why when you want to venture into new areas of success, your mind tells you you can't do it. And I tell you the reason why your mind keeps saying that, because of external influences. But as far as you're concerned, there's no such thing as failure indeed. Failure is a function of the mindset that tells you if you do it once and it does not work, you failed. So people that have achieved success know that when they keep repeating something, eventually their mind cooperates with them. And the moment your mind cooperates with you, you will discover that your body will begin to follow suit. I remember when I first started going to the gym, I climbed the scale the first day I entered the gym, and I told myself, I'm not going to climb this scale again until after a long time. But I don't want to keep deceiving myself, because I'm just coming to the gym once, then I'm climbing the scale, because I'm going to do some exercises once or maybe 2 days, then I climb the scale again. People that behave that way have the fixed mindset. They want to quickly check the results of what they are doing immediately. Nothing works like that in life. As a matter of fact, you wouldn't believe that after that first time I climbed the scale, the second time I was going to climb the scale again was probably 2 years later. However, people have started noticing the changes in me. I started losing weight. I started keeping fit. In fact, my gym instructor saw me one day and said, did they put pin in you like a balloon? I've dropped so much weight. Between that time and the time I was climbing the scale again, I'd already lost more than 15 kg. I started feeling that I was fit. However, my mind was not cooperating with me. But I kept doing this repeatedly. I kept following instructions. And guess what? My body began to cooperate. As I was doing physical exercise at the gym, I was simultaneously watching what I was eating. And yet, I was not even weighing myself. I wasn't checking whether I was having results or not. I just was persistent. I kept on. However, my mind would tell me you can't do it. I started by walking several kilometers in a day. I started by walking 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers. Then I started walking 10 to 15 kilometers every day. When I set out to do it, my mind would tell me you can't. If I wanted to increase the kilometers I walk, my mind would tell me you cannot. Then once I broke that limit, my mind will embrace it. And guess what happens to my body? My body will cooperate with it too. Your body only goes out to do what your mind has agreed to do. If your mind does not agree to it, your body cannot do it. That's why gym instructors will tell us at the gym, challenge yourself. You can do it. You can do it. Tell yourself you can do it. Because if you do something once, your mind tells you no, and you cooperate. You are cooperating with a fixed mindset, a mindset that will never allow you to be productive. I've written many books as an author, and I've published many books for many authors. One thing I noticed as an author is that if you do not employ the power of repetition, your mind will never embrace the fact that you can be a good author. You write something the first time, it's not okay. You must be willing to rewrite it again and again and again till your mind says, yes, I'm cooperating with you. If you climb the treadmill today, something tells you, no, get down. You can't. But if you do not get down, if you continue, then you show up tomorrow, then you show up the next day again, show up the next day, your mind says, well, I think we can do this. Then after some time, your mind agrees to it that if you are not doing it, you feel like something is missing. It means your mind has already embraced that particular task. However, if you raise the bar again, your mind will say, no, this doesn't belong to us. But if you keep repeating that task, it gets to a point your mind agrees with it. Then your body begins to cooperate too, because it's your mind that controls your body. What your mind does not cooperate with, you cannot experience in your body and you cannot experience in your life. So how do you become productive? How do you become the greatest author this world will ever know? How do you become the greatest athlete this world will ever know? How do you become the greatest content creator? You have to train your mind to embrace whatever you want to do first of all. How do you train your mind to embrace whatever you want to do? You repeat the action. Then your body too follows suit, because your body will only go in the direction that your mind goes. If your mind is going in the direction, your body will follow. That's why if your mind has embraced programs for weight loss, your body begins to cooperate. People begin to see it in your body. People may not be able to see your mind, but they will see the result of what your mind has embraced on your body. Your body shows what your mind has embraced. Now that's it for today. If you're really enjoying me on this channel, one way to support me is to like this video and share with your friends. And also subscribe to this channel and press the bell notification, because I release new videos every week and I want you to be notified when I do so. Now popping up on your screen right now is a video where I've shared with you one particular instrument that allows you to keep repeating something without giving up. Now, click on that video now and let's go there. I'll see you in the video. Bye for now.